just want to move very rapidly on to the next question, which is around, the tokens. What role do you see tokens playing in encouraging good behavior and disincentivizing bad behavior?
Okay, so this is clearly an interesting topic, and one which is reasonably new to me. But my understanding is I would think of tokens as having kind of 3 or 4 high-level jobs on a blockchain. This might be a means of payment, whether fiat or crypto.
Yeah.
This might be about ownership, whether a digital asset or a physical asset. So we may need an abstraction there, digital twin, whatever. But I think it's the third job that is really fascinating, which is this notion of a utility token. Now, clearly, this has been born in the Ethereum world, the ICO world. But there is some innovative thinking that is only just starting to emerge, which says, well, okay, if I'm trying to create this marketplace where I've got a whole bunch of services and I've got a whole bunch of folks that are all playing together, what tools can I give the governance function to create a really smooth marketplace, to try to encourage behaviors right at the beginning, for example, to get those network effects, to get people to bring their volumes onto the network, to try to encourage innovators into the network, either in terms of providing network resources or providing innovative new value props. These are problems that I need to fix. So I want as many levers as possible to incentivize behaviors. And the utility token could represent something quite interesting. Now, we're in the zone of thinking ahead now. This is not something that I'm seeing in production or even anywhere near. But I think the ideas are still there. And obviously I've been reading the papers from Outlier Ventures, so many of the ideas have come from there, where you're looking to use the token to drive helpful behaviors on your network, recognizing that we've got kind of like 3 levels that need to interact. You've got the market behavior, where I'm looking to encourage people to consume services on my marketplace, buy services on my marketplace. You've got the ledger level, where I'm looking to encourage folks to build innovative new digital products and services, the spotty kid in Starbucks scenario, right? Or I'm looking to have folks come in as network operators. Maybe I don't want to have one network operator. Maybe not, don't know. And the third one is the govern function, where somebody has to design, well, what is the economic model behind this token? Is it going to be exchangeable into fiat? Am I going to have a bank, maybe some reserve fund? How am I going to manage inflation, deflation? And how can I use this to drive behaviors? So maybe you could use this token for access to services. You could maybe reward early adopters of the network by minting tokens, which then can be used to consume services on the network. So you start to drive demand on the market side. You could use the same token perhaps for staking, where we're looking to drive helpful behavior from people looking to bring new capability onto the market. Perhaps they have to buy tokens and then stake them to have the right to play on the marketplace. And this is a useful economic lever for the governing entity to control behavior.
Yeah.
So this is something that is just starting to rear we're just starting to see it in our horizon. But I've certainly been very impressed with the work I've read from Outlier Ventures, and most of what I've tried to play back has come from their papers, which I think are quite interesting.
Great. So
that's something. Now, we are going to talk about an example a bit further on, actually, where they are starting to use that token in a real life production instance.